Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to an episode of Formula 1 2020 My Team Career, this time for the British Grand Prix, so let's get right into it. Okay, so here I am out for my flying lap around Silverstone, one of the many power circuits on the game, probably in the top 5 maybe, in terms of like how fast you go and like how much time you're on throttle. Maybe top 5, well maybe like, yeah, maybe top 5. It's definitely not Monza, but well, it's definitely not Monaco, so yeah, you still go quite fast as you're on throttle for quite some time. Definitely not as much as Monza, as I said, but still a lot more than on other circuits, as I am already 2/10 up, make that 3/10 coming out of there. Gaining quite a lot of time, to be honest, and I didn't really change the setup at all, I'm pretty sure. I'm just driving better, I guess, as we gain 2/10 through there. Now Maggots and Beckett's are we going to gain any time over here? Yep, that was about a 10th and another 10th on exit, which is nice. Do lose a couple milliseconds going down the straight as I didn't get a good enough exit, but there you go, around 8/10 up, 9/10 up, nearly a second up already. We've got these 2 last corners to go. How many places will we go? Where will I finish across the line? P3, so from P12 up to P3, which is nice. Definitely is going to help us win this race, as Hamilton goes across the line first, and Bottas, myself, and then my teammate Gasly. So I guess let's see how well we do during the race. We are quite a ways away in qualifying, but let's see how the race goes.
Great Britain then, one of only 2 countries to have held a Grand Prix in every single year of the Formula 1 World Championship. And the circuit extends that record further for today's Grand Prix. With good opportunities to overtake at the end of the Wellington and Hangar Straights, there's a lot of potential for close action around the 3.6 miles of the Silverstone circuit. With 18 corners and average lap speeds of around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the longest and quickest circuits on the calendar. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Let's talk about Red. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
They've been avoiding mistakes and have had solid pace, so it's been a good season so far, but whether they can keep that up long term remains to be seen.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Red, Gasly, Charles Leclerc and Ricciardo, Perez, Norris, Stroll and Max Verstappen, Sainz, Ocon, Sebastian Vettel and Grosjean, Kvyat, Giovinazzi, Nick de Vries and Nicholas Latifi, Russell, Magnussen, Albon and Jordan King. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Okay, so here we are lined up in P3, Hamilton in front of us, Valtteri Bottas over to my right, and Gasly over behind me. We get a really good start over here, already 3 wide going into the first corner. This isn't going to end well, and it doesn't end well. Bottas gets spun around by me. He hit like the back of me. Well, I hit him maybe because I did kind of cut him off. We're going to look from his onboard, and yep, he just clipped me. I guess he could have backed up, then I could have given more space, but I don't think I could have because Hamilton was on the other side, and I'm not really sure how much space I had over there to give, but here we go, going along in P1 already after the first corner, which is definitely good because we finished P5 over here in season 2, and it definitely wasn't quite a good P5. I was quite lucky that I got that I kind of stayed in P5 as we go off-road a bit, but we do manage to stay ahead of Hamilton. As we go off-road a little bit more over there, just kind of clip the grass over there. Now we're going to go side by side with Hamilton over here, just before Beckett's, but we do manage to stay ahead and not take him out this time, because yeah, taking out two Mercedes within like 4 laps of each other, that would definitely wouldn't be the best. Well, lap 4 over here, fighting with Gasly over here. After the Wellington straight, I go around the outside and maintain first place, which is good, of course, as I said, because I am actually leading the championship right now by about 5 points, I think it is. Actually, it's a bit more, I think, but I want to maintain that gap. That's all that I kind of want to do during this race, is to maintain that gap, because yeah, that it's definitely going to help. As we go on to lap 7 over here, that's where we're going to be boxing for the medium tyres. So we need to get in a good in-lap to not lose too much time to like Hamilton and other people behind me. Talking about not losing time to Hamilton, down the Wellington straight, Hamilton has DRS, I don't. And also Gasly is getting into the fight, but luckily, brake quite late. Actually, nearly forgot that I had to pit, so that was quite lucky. I actually was meant to turn off the pit assist, I'm pretty sure, but it doesn't look like I turned it off. I thought I did, but apparently I didn't, so that's something to do for the next Grand Prix next week. So it's definitely going to add like a, it's definitely going to make things a lot cooler, I guess, trying to get down to that 60 kilometers an hour or 80, depending on the track. Really quick pit stop. I actually gained some time on Hamilton. He was right behind me when we came in, and we're actually, a couple meters further away from him now, which is good. So we come out P16, quite far back, but of course everyone else has to pit as well in front of us. Going on to lap 9 over here. There you go. Quite a lot of people pitting as we go up to P8, just ahead of Gasly over there, who is actually going to get the jump on Hamilton.
The virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta.
But absolute mayhem on lap 9, as you can see over here. This is Gasly. Just came out of the pits like 1 lap ago, and he has some sort of problem with the car, and he is going to retire over there. So that is a virtual safety car. It's only on for about a minute or something, not even. And that actually gives Norris, Stroll and Ricciardo a kind of free pit stop, and they actually jumped me, Hamilton and Leclerc. They were like back in about like P4, 5, 6 before. Now they're the first 3 leading this race, but they did go onto hard tyres, so we do have 3 laps to try and catch him up as Sainz pits over there. And I guess now we just need to at least try and overtake Stroll and Norris. Ricciardo is about 3 seconds up the road, so I think that is going to be a bit too far away to kind of catch up within these couple of laps, but we should definitely get Stroll and Norris, as we are definitely a lot faster on these mediums than they are on the hard tyres. I was nearly trying to overtake Stroll into Maggins and Beckett's over here, but it wasn't enough. As we go down the Wellington straight, and we're going to send it down the inside. Absolutely brilliant, no contact over there. Up 2 places in 1 corner. That actually kind of stops Hamilton, and of course I want him to get less points, because that's going to help me further in the championship battle with him. As we do go onto the final lap, we are going to finish P2. Ricciardo was just too far away, but still a great effort.
Great work. Well done. We're really happy with the podium here.
Renault have pulled off a sublime performance to secure the top step of the podium today. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection, a shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
As today's winners make their way up the podium steps, the team at Renault have shown once again what it takes to build a successful Formula One team. A well-deserved win for them.
So there you go, P2 from for us, and Ricardo actually gets that P1, absolutely brilliant work from Renault over there. In the driver standings, we go away from Hamilton, I'm pretty sure by a couple of points. We're now 13 away, we were about 7 away before this race or something like that. Stroll actually overtakes Bottas in the driver standings, and Mercedes closes up to us in the constructors. And we actually could have been about 10 points away if Gasly didn't DNF. I guess that happens sometimes. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.